Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Liz from MO3 Detailing. You won't be seeing my face today because I wanted to go ahead and jump in and get this car started. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of work done on this car. I'm mainly going to be showing you the shampooing process of the carpets and the seats. If you like this video, click like or subscribe. All of it helps me out in my business. You can also find all the products I use down below in the description box, and I get a small portion of every purchase you make through this link, so it really helps my business. So sit back and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks. So this was the area underneath the second row. So it's really important to always pull your seats up because there's so much that gets caught in between the seats, and especially in where the seats lock in. So as you might see, there are a couple things that I kind of missed with the vacuum. I didn't see them until I watched this video, but I did shampoo this area, so a lot of that gets pulled up with the extractor. And then here is the actual second row, and I do a quick vacuum on these areas, wanting to get anything I can out before I do use the shampooer. So the vacuum that I'm using is the Bissell Multi-Clean Wet and Dry Vacuum. I love this vacuum. It has lots of attachments. It does great for sucking up liquids, especially when I'm trying to get into tight areas that maybe my extractor can't get into. It can get pretty grimy, so I try to rinse out the hose after I'm done just to keep it, working well for the future. So as you probably noticed, the carpet's pretty good when it comes to vacuuming. There isn't a whole lot left on the carpet that you can see in the video, but I always try to use a hard bristle brush to really scrub out the carpet to get anything that's deep in the fibers up, so I can do a final quick vacuuming before extracting. So here you can see me pre-treating the carpet. I've been using a mix of Bio Pro K and Black Label from Truck Mount Forums. So I pre-treat the carpet, I let it sit for a little bit, I agitate it, and then I extract. So for this area I got my steamer out because there was a lot of hard caked on dirt in this area, and I really wanted to loosen it up before I got my extractor on it. So I get a lot of questions on what extractor I'm using. This is a Mighty S-300. There is no heating element in it. I often just put hot water from my house in this. It works pretty well, and a lot of people say, well, why didn't you get one with a heating element or a bigger version? When running a business, you have to just do what works for you, and this one was in my budget, and I've been very happy with it so far. So this is right under the passenger seat. As you can see, there was a lot of spills hiding underneath the carpet. You know, I did not take the chairs out for this car. You know, it's not something I do with every car. It can be very time consuming, and the car wasn't staying overnight. So I had to do the best that I could. You know, I try to move the chairs back and forward to get under there as best as I can. And so you'll just see part of the extraction process for this. I didn't show you the full process. So excuse me for my head getting in some of these shots. Oftentimes it's hard to get the camera at a good angle so you can see everything that I'm doing. And yes, my hair gets that frizzy during this humid Louisiana weather. So you are only seeing my first pass in this area. I actually went back and reapplied solution and did it one more time. So you can see I applied my pre-spray solution, and then I used my drill brush on each area, and then I used my extraction. Now you're going to see there's a little break in between the video here. My extraction actually popped my outlet, so I had to go restart it. As you can see in this area, there were a lot of spills. So after I get done with an area, I use my microfiber towels and I rub down the area to try to pull up any extra moisture that the extractor may have not got. So you might see I'm using a different solution. It is Chemical Guys Foaming Citrus Shampoo. This one gets a little bit more soapy. Sometimes I like to try different things when I'm on a job, see what works best for different situations. This one does work well when you're dealing with more dirt. So let me know what you think. Once again, I'm using my steamer to try to loosen up some of those stains that aren't coming out as easily. You can find this steamer and the model number in the description below. So here are the front two floor mats. They were in pretty rough shape. So recently I went to Home Depot and I got these clips and drilled them into my brick wall outside next to the house. And it's a great way to be able to spray out mats, especially ones like these that are holding a lot of dirt and sand. So sometimes this process can take me a while because if the mats are really filthy, the sand and dirt, they just really get stuck down deep in the fibers. Once again, I'm going to be using my Chemical Guys foaming citrus solution. For some reason, I just really like this solution for mats because I can really rinse out the soap and make sure it's not stuck in there, but it really pulls the dirt out. So as you can see, a lot of dirt was still coming out of these mats even after spraying them down a couple times. So I wanted to try out my turbo nozzle. And I know I had a comment, someone saying that this is going to damage the mats. You know, I wasn't getting very close. My pressure washer is not that high in PSI, so I wasn't really concerned. But I was just shocked how well this worked. I mean, it really loosened up the dirt in the fibers. And as you can see, that so much more brown water was being poured out. So like I said before, you do have to be careful when using a pressure washer on mats. I have seen videos where people just get way too close and there's lines in the carpet afterwards that are left in the mats. You know, my rule of thumb is if I want to do it to my car, I'm not going to do it to someone else's car. So this is the last video I have for you. This was another mat that was from the second row. As you can see, there was a lot of spills really hiding in this and more dirt. So this rinsing process took a while. I did shampoo it afterwards, but you don't really see that in the video. So here is a quick video of a lot of the water that was pulled out of this car. As you can see, there was a lot in the upholstery and carpets. So here's the finished product of the car. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I just want to let you know that I have become a Gram Ambassador for the Rag Company. So if you check out my Instagram, I'll be soon putting up a coupon code for them so you can shop on their site with a 15% off. Also, please go to my Instagram or Facebook and like and follow me to help me out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.